Hey, what's up guys? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. Hopefully you guys had a nice and safe New Year's Eve last night. Hopefully everybody came in one piece. And, well, let's ring in this new year with Xbox One X and LG UDP 69. Or, for the lack of a better word, is UD69P. I'm sorry, that's the correct model number. It's the LG UD69P. 27-inch IPS 4K monitor. Original price was $500. I think you might be able to find it for $350 or $400. I'm not sure, depending on the retail out there. But the whole point here is me showing you what type of options I use when I have my Xbox One X connected to this monitor. Right now, this monitor is connected via my Xbox One X. I'm using a high-speed cable, HDMI 2.0. Okay, and one cool unique feature that this monitor has is the fact that you do have a game mode option here, and you can select the FreeSync with a faster response and low latency by using a specific selection on the menu called the FPS 1, FPS 2. What this will do is going to use this hardware that's built into this LG monitor, and that hardware is going to try to give you the best possible zero low latency, probably like a 5 millisecond response time, or maybe even lower, and along with the FreeSync. Now, the FreeSync will not take in effect here as it would with DisplayPort. You got to have a DisplayPort to take a full advantage of the FreeSync. But what it will do, it's going to force a FreeSync, and it's going to compress that FreeSync into a frame here on this monitor. But anyway, without me confusing you with this, let me just show you. Alright, so when you click on the LG button down below, you got different options. You got power off, menu, input, and game. What you want to do is you want to click down to where it says game, right here. You scroll down, and on the game mode, you have different types of options. You have FPS 1, and that's what I'm using is FPS 1. First-person shooter mode. You got first-person shooter mode 2. Now, the first-person shooter mode 2, it's even faster, but the problem is the picture quality, it's not that great. It's a little bit brighter. Then you got the RTS mode, and then you have the custom. The custom is the one that I selected, which is the cleanest one of them all. I usually use this mode for games like Assassin's Creed or any other game out there like that requires a lot of quality on the graphics, so I use this custom mode. But for Call of Duty, I use FPS 1. FPS 1, first-person shooter 1 mode is the best, and is definitely the fastest one you're going to get on the console. So I definitely recommend using the FPS 1 mode. Now, my camera, it's recording is at 30 FPS. It's not recording at a 60 FPS. So you guys cannot see what I'm seeing, and you can't see how fast this is. Okay? When I say fast, I mean in terms of low latency and response time. I'm not talking about like frames per second and stuff like that. That's graphical hardware that has to utilize that. I'm talking about the response time and the zero low latency between your console and your monitor. And I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty here on this monitor. I haven't had any issues. It runs great. It does have a good quality to it. You cannot see it through this camera. Please keep in mind, I do have some light in the background, so that's kind of blocking it. You're never going to be able to see through camera as to what I'm seeing in person, okay? I'm not doing these videos to tell you, hey, hey, look, man, this is the holy grail. This is how it looks. No, I do these videos to tell you my experience. Maybe we can do, let's exit this. Maybe we can do a quick match online just to show you like the speed and fluidity. So we can exit this. I'll go and click on the multiplayer. So the question you want to know, should I recommend you using this monitor with the Xbox One X? Sure, why not? I mean, there are benefits of using a monitor with a console. You're going to have a much faster response time than on a television. Much better low latency. So, yeah, absolutely. Especially with a monitor like this, that's a 5 millisecond, and it has FreeSync built into it. So, absolutely, why not? I definitely highly recommend that you do so. The quality is good too, honestly. I haven't really had any issues with the quality. This is a 4K monitor, so it's going to upscale whatever it is that you are playing or watching. In this case, this game. Because remember, when you have a 27-inch monitor, the pixel density on a smaller canvas is going to look even more sharper because it's on a small canvas. Okay, so the density will be more compressed and will look much sharper. Here we go. It runs smooth, honestly. Oh, here we go. It's right there. Hold on. I do remember this level. They're all camping up here. There's a lot of campers here. You see, you get a much better efficiency. People with a shotgun, man, always. Can't stand those bastards. Look, he's camping there. But as you can see, it runs smooth. This is on the FPS mode. Now, if you choose FPS 2, hold on. If you choose FPS 2, it's going to be even faster. But you're going to lose some quality. It will be a little bit brighter. You are going to lose a little bit of quality picture here. But it's going to run much faster. In terms of response time and low latency. That's what I mean by running faster. Not in terms of frames per second, but in terms of low latency and response time. You'll get a much faster response time and much better low latency. There you go, I got the assist. I personally would use FPS 1. Oh, I turned it off. Hold on a second. By mistake, I turned it off. Here we go. Hold on. Okay, so let's go to the game mode. Now, I have it on custom. This is the one that I prefer. On the custom, I get much better picture quality. But you see, that picture quality, it's not giving me the fast, smooth, low latency and response time here. Now, once I switch to a FPS, you see, now it's much better. It's much better. Look what happens when I go to the custom. When I go to the custom, it just slows down. So, custom, it's something that I use for my own preference, likeness. You know, if I want to enjoy the quality like Assassin's Creed or The Witcher or The Shadow of Mortar or whatever, you know, the graphical enhancement kind of type of games. But for Call of Duty, I keep it on the first-person shooter one, okay? And it definitely works well with a Xbox One X. It almost feels that if you're playing a PC version in some retrospect, honestly. And you are going to get much better performance here instead of you playing it on a big TV. You're never going to get like 3 to 4 milliseconds on a 4K UHD TV. You know, you're never going to get this type of low latency. You're never going to achieve that on a 4K television, okay? Especially in the OLED, you're never going to achieve that. This is why they have monitors, and this is why I recommend playing on a monitor and connecting your Xbox One X to this 4K monitor. Honestly, the whole point of this video is for me to tell you that you should use this 4K monitor for your console. Look at the lag here. Look at this. It's horrible. This is the internet lag, but it runs good, man. There's really no issues. I've been playing it like a lot on this 4K monitor, and it does run great. You know. So you do have options here. You have options whether you want to use first-person shooter mode if you're playing Call of Duty or Battlefield, or you can switch to your own customized picture settings where you can choose how much of you know, deep dark levels would you like on the monitor, how much sharpness, how much brightness and contrast. These settings are here too as well. You know, you can go to the menu and you can choose, hold on, let me first exit this. Let's click Game Adjust. Okay, let me show you. What I'm going to do, I'm going to switch back to a custom game. I'm going to switch to a custom game. I'm going to show you something. See, on a custom game, I switch my custom adjustment here. With the black stabilizers, I left it at 25. And black stabilizers, what they do is they adjust your deep dark levels so they're not too bright. I would keep it at 25. And then right next to it, you got a FreeSync. Now, FreeSync is something I keep on the extended because I want to take the full advantage of the forced FreeSync. Even though this console doesn't support this type of a FreeSync, it supports specific kind of a FreeSync. Okay, this monitor, however, is still going to force that FreeSync hardware through the HDMI. Okay, still going to read it. Okay, still going to give you a little bit of a benefit. So I would leave it at the extended. And the response time, I go all the way to the fast. So I can get that best possible quality. Now there's another trick here. When you go to the menu, click the picture adjust. Brightness, it's something that you have to keep all the way to the 100. I keep the brightness all the way to the 100 because this monitor doesn't have the best peak brightness nits, so I keep it at like 100 so I can get whatever peak brightness nits this monitor has, about 120 nits or something like that, maybe 180 nits. So I keep it at 100. Contrast, I keep it to 70 because you don't want to move contrast all the way to the maximum. Otherwise, you're going to destroy your white bright levels. So you want to keep it at 70. Remember, this monitor doesn't support HDR, so you don't want to move contrast all the way to the maximum. Keep the contrast at 70. And sharpness at 50. Why? Because this is a small 27-inch monitor, and you definitely don't want to outline too much of that sharpness. So I keep it at the 50, you know. I mean, you could move it down if you want, but I don't recommend that you do. So I would keep it at the 50. So this is when you're using a custom game mode. I use the custom game mode for, not for Call of Duty, for different types of games. You do get a little bit better picture quality when you're using a custom game mode where you customize your own personal preference. But if you want to get the best response time and best, low latency, go to the FPS 1. FPS 1 will give you that best low latency and response time. And you're definitely going to enjoy it much better here on the monitor than on the 4K TV. 4K TV will not give you this kind of like low latency response time. You're not going to get that. You are going to get that here with the with a monitor. And this is a 4K monitor, so you're definitely getting some accolades by doing that. So the whole point here is, yes, you can connect Xbox One X to this 4K monitor, but keep in mind, it doesn't have HDR. There's no HDR here. Okay, it doesn't support HDR. However, you are getting that nice IPS color vibrance that's built into it, and you are definitely getting a much better deep dark levels here. And of course, the response time and low latency and FreeSync definitely adds to it. However, this console doesn't support this type of FreeSync, okay? But it does have a forcible FreeSync, if you will, a fake forcible FreeSync, meaning it's still going to, try to keep up with the frames, all right? And it's going to force it. So you're still going to be getting that nice response time and nice low latency between your controller and between your screen and the console. Bottom line is, without me putting all this technical jargon out there, bottom line is this: you are definitely going to get a much better experience playing it on the monitor instead of you connecting it to a 4K TV. So I highly recommend that you do this, especially for a Call of Duty game. This is perfect. You already have FPS mode ready for you, so you can use this FPS mode right away. So here you are with a 4K game that's about 3 to 4 millisecond response time, and it's running really smooth. You're definitely going to have that much better experience here. So there you have it, guys. I don't know if there's anything else I can say. If you can find this monitor like really cheap, like $300, I definitely highly recommend you do so. Because remember, not only can you connect your consoles, but at the same time, you can also connect your PC via DisplayPort. And of course, you can have both your Xbox One X and PlayStation 4 Pro connected to it. So you are definitely getting some benefit. There's some benefits here. Here, let me get this guy. I got him a little bit. Hold on. There he is. There they are. There they are. Right in the back. There you go. I think we're going to win this one, are we? I think we're going to win it. Seven kills. All right. Nice. There you go. The last second there, I got him. So there you have it, guys. And one more thing I want to say. When you guys are watching my videos, this is not like a standard law. Like, it's not like I'm like some kind of a chief justice system where I tell you, okay, this is the law, you have to do this, or you have to do this, or you have to do that, you should do it this way, you should do as I say. No. You guys are getting the wrong idea. What I do here on my channel is I give you guys my experience, opinion and I'll give you my thoughts on what I experience, okay? Using these monitors and gadgets and 4K TVs and consoles and whatnot, okay? The whole point here of me doing these videos is to give you guys an option. You don't have to buy a 4K monitor and connect your Xbox One X to a 4K monitor. If you're happy with your TV, you're happy with your TV. You can play on your TV, play it on your OLED. Doesn't matter, 14 milliseconds, 24 milliseconds, response time, low latency. It doesn't really matter. Okay, if you're happy with that and you're accustomed to that, that is fine. What I try to do here, I try to give you different options, different alternatives, okay? So if you play Call of Duty and you play a lot of Call of Duty and you do live streams, then yeah, this 4K monitor is definitely going to help you out. You're definitely getting a 4K resolution, but you're getting a 4K resolution with a 4 to 5 millisecond response time, meaning you're going to have a much better experience playing Call of Duty on this monitor than opposite of you playing it on a big giant television with 24 to 28 millisecond response time, okay? All right, and you do have options here on this monitor. Then you would not have on the 4K TV. You're never going to achieve 4 to 5 millisecond response time on UHD TV. It's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. This is why they make these monitors. So all the videos that I do here, whether it's the aspect ratio, whether it's the monitors, the 4K resolution, the calibration, I'm giving you guys the different options. Okay, there's nothing misinforming here. Okay, me misinforming would be me saying that you can't use this option here. If I told you that there's FPS here and then you go to this monitor and then you find out there is no FPS here, that's me misinforming. There's nothing misinforming here. What you see is what you get. Now, you don't have to agree with my opinion. You don't have to agree with my thoughts. That's fine. That's your right. But you have to remember, I do these videos to give you an options. Affordable options. Just like I'm going to do a video pretty soon by the end of this week, hopefully, when I get my OnQ TXNR 777. And I'm going to explain to you in 43 minutes. The video has to be that long, about half an hour. I'll try to cut it to half an hour. In half an hour, I'm going to show you why you should buy that OnQ TXNR 77 and why you should combine it with Oppo UDP203 4K player for a $1,200 combo price deal. And I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to tell you. Not only am I going to explain to you, I'm going to show it to you on the screen as to why that is. Now, if the video is too long and you can't sit through it, well, it's too bad. Then you're not interested then. Then you're not, you don't, because I cannot do a overview of something in 10 minutes. I mean, I could do that, but you're going to be lost. You're going to say, well, what the hell is the HDCP 2.2? What does he mean? What is the HLG? What does it mean by HLG? What does that mean? What is the pass-through? You're going to ask these questions. But I want to explain it to you in a detail what they are. And what's so specific and what's so special about this new receiver versus 676 or 575. And why it's recommended that you combine it with the Oppo UDP203. I cannot do that in 10 minutes. I could do it like in technical terms, but you're going to get lost in 10 minutes. In 30 to 38 to 43 minutes, I can explain everything to you in detail as to why you should purchase this and why you should buy both of them, Oppo and TXNR 77. So keep in mind, that's why I do these videos, to help you guys out. I don't do these videos for me. I know what's good for me, what I need to buy, what I need to have. I don't need anyone to give me any self-help books. I do my research, I study. I know how to get the best possible quality out of TV. I know how to get best possible sound out of speakers and receivers. I don't need to do that for me. I know that already, man. I'm almost 40, man. This is not my first rodeo, okay? I've been doing this for a long time, man. All right? Now, have I made some mistakes in the past? Yeah. Regarding 4K TVs, I did make them. in the beginning, but I addressed those mistakes. I moved on. I learned from them. You know, it made me better. Okay. All right. And if some of you who don't like my channel come to my channel for just one reason, to hate on it, well, no one's forcing you to watch this channel. You can actually block me from your recommended list of watching. You can actually say, I'm not interested in this, and YouTube will never ever show you my videos. Just say, I'm not interested in watching this anymore. You do have that option. No one's forcing you to watch my videos. You don't have to watch them. You choose to watch them. It's a free will. Nor am I forcing anybody to subscribe to my channel, nor am I telling you donate here, donate there. Okay, this is a free will. And that's how I'm treating this channel. So, please do keep that in mind. And if you hit a dislike, I honestly, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't really do me anything. If you hit a dislike, you still have to watch this video. Meaning, I'm still going to get views on it, and it's still going to get out there on the algorithm, and people are going to see it, and I'm still going to get my subscriber grow. Okay? So it's just you wasting your time, is what I'm trying to tell you. All right? And I'm not going to answer to you. I'm not going to read your comments, because I don't have time for that. I'm just going to block you, remove you, report you, end of story. Done. Okay? That's how I work. It's my channel. These are my rules. I'm not forcing you to watch this. You don't have to agree with me. If you want to have a debate with me, then have an adult, healthy adult debate with me where we can peacefully debate what you're trying to tell me. You want to debate me about the monitors? We can debate that, but it has to be done in an adult, mature way, okay? Cannot be assaulting. You cannot just come into me and call me names and this and that. Then if you expect me to have a communication with you, that's not how it works, man. Okay? If you're going to come to my channel, you got to have some decency, man. And you got to have some self-responsibility about what you say. Okay? Other than that, wish you guys all a happy new year. Like I said, the Onkyo TXNR 777 and the Oppo UDP 203 combined video will be coming soon, later on this week. I will explain everything to you and the reason why you should go ahead and purchase the TXNR 777 with the Oppo. And that video will be coming probably by the end of the week, I think. All right, guys, other than that, it's 2018. Let's make the best of it. Wish you guys all the best. And take care.